If you're considering electric kettles and you are curious about which one is right for you, then stay tuned. We're going to go over all of the features of this one from Mecity. First off, we're going to go ahead and get this opened and see what's in the box. We have instructions, a quick start guide, user manual. Now let's see what it looks like right out of the box. We have the base here. It uses a standard 3-prong outlet. And here we have the kettle itself. I'm really excited for this one because it seems like you can just press a button and get a very specific temperature for whatever you're trying to make, whether it's coffee, tea, or warming up water for baby formula. So I'm really excited to see how that is going to work. It comes protected. So we're going to go ahead and take off this paper. And I know a lot of people are curious what it looks like in person, up close in real life. So as you see here, right out of the box, great quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels very sturdy. Before the first use, you do need to do a boiling just to make sure that it is completely clean. And you'll want to make sure that you're paying attention to the max water line inside. So it is etched on the inside. You'll go ahead and fill it with water up until that line and just do a very first trial boiling. All right, so we have it filled up with water to the max line. You're gonna go ahead and put it on the base and do a very first boil. And what's really great is you see these cool buttons. They show you exactly what you're gonna be choosing from. All right, we got it full of water and we need to do this preliminary boil. And all you have to do is press the boil button and it immediately goes to 212 degrees. It flashes and now it is starting its process. It shows right here the temperature going up. And we can see here that the temperature is continuing to climb. And so if you're wondering if this is one of those loud kettles that makes a bunch of noises, this is not. It is very silent. It's already at 100 degrees and I don't hear a thing. So it does take a couple of minutes to get to boil. And as it ramps up, there is a little bit of sound if you can hear it, but it's not overly loud. It is just a normal kettle type of sound. This is great if you are having a busy morning or an evening and you are trying to heat up some water that you don't want to watch boiling on the stove and you have maybe kids and some other things you need to tend to for a couple minutes. This will safely boil your water and you can step away and attend to anything else you may be doing. Especially great for, especially baby formula. It even has a button for that. You can go ahead and get the bottle ready, tend to the baby while this is doing the boiling. You don't have to stand over the stove and watch it. And while it's finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and get my tea ready. I thought it's really cool that you can just press the button and it will put it to the perfect temperature for whatever drink you are making. It will do 104 degrees for baby formula, 175 degrees for green tea, white tea. It'll go to 185 degrees automatically, 190 for oolong, 200 degrees for coffee. That's if you have like a French press or something and you need the hot water for that. And then 212 for straight boiling water. So I'm just making some black tea here and I just want boiling water in it. You may also be wondering if the kettle itself is cool to the touch on the outside. I know some, old-fashioned kettles, you touch the outside and you burn yourself. But with this, it is already at 200 degrees and you can see I can touch it. I'm not burning myself. It is just slightly warm to the touch, but it is not hot to where I'm going to hurt myself. This is a great option. I'm able to touch this and not get hurt. And in a minute, we're going to see, is it actually 212 degrees? We want to know for sure. I know it says it on the display, but we want to make sure it actually is. So we're going to test that out with this thermometer. And if you just heard that beep, that tells us it is done. And I could see the water is boiling. We're going to open this up actually carefully. And I can see that it's boiling. And let's take a look at this. And if you can see here, it is reading 111.4. It probably was at 112. And then, you turn it off, you open the lid, immediately steam's coming out and it's losing heat. It does have a feature to maintain the temperature. And that is really just to keep it warm. So it does have that button. You can also, of course, do the keep warm. That will last for 2 hours and then it does auto shut off. So it has an auto shut off feature. You can choose what type of temperature you want, and then you can keep it warm at that temperature. It does hold a 1.7 liters, so it's a pretty big kettle, as you can see. And it has a filter here on the inside within the spout that is made of stainless steel, along with the inside of the lid and inside of the kettle itself is all stainless steel. And I was able to put it back down, and it's going to continue to keep warm even after pouring out of it. So it does keep it warm. You don't need to press anything else except the button itself. The display will show you the temperature setting and beep once it's done. And to keep it at that temperature, you can press the keep warm button, and that will last for 2 hours. I like that it's cool to the touch. So all in all, I think this is a great addition to your household if you are doing a lot of if you're doing a lot of warm beverages and you need it on the go and you don't want to stand over your stove and watch water the old way. This is definitely something to check out, and I hope this was helpful for your purchase decision.